Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Downey with Barrier Free Contractors, and this is the Accessible Barrier Free Homes channel. I combine it with the Accessing My Home podcast, which really gives me a 2-for-1 concept, and it enables you to hear this platform in 2 different ways. We're speaking and collaborating with some of the best experts in the mobility world, advocates, people that are experiencing issues that we're talking about here, and people that are promoting fantastic accessibility solutions for those with mobility challenges. Today, we're speaking with Heather Moore, a wonderful woman that has given me a ton of insight on what it's like to live in her world, to be able to see how she reacts to all the various hurdles that she has to get over, and she does it with a passion and with an attitude that's quite inspiring. A gentleman named Jose and I have done a lot of work for her, and we watch how she interacts with us and the way she does work and all this good stuff. So, Heather, thanks a lot for being here tonight. We're going to really
Thank you.
appreciate what you have. Yeah, I mean, this is good stuff. Thank you, dear. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. I
Okay.
know that you're involved heavily with PETA and with the treatment of the ethical treatment of animals. That's fantastic. But what also can you help others that are going through, say, maybe something similar to what you're going through, or have disabilities that they have to overcome? What enlightenment can you give them?
Well, first of all, Mike, I would recommend you and Jose because it's really made a difference to me, to my house, being able to get around better. But other than that, I tell people to be a little careful when they're dealing with health charities, because certain organizations, and the National Institute of Health is one of them, they waste so much time and resources on cruel and worthless animal experiments. And these experiments, they really won't help people with disabilities or diseases. I think they basically reel in grant money for them. They give them some prestige in the eyes of other people who may think that, torturing animals is acceptable. So I would caution people, I guess, to if they want to donate or support a charity or any other health organization, be it one that they that pertains to their condition, or just one they support in general, to make sure that they aren't tossing your donation to an animal experimenter, because that's not going to do anyone any good, and it's unnecessary, it's irrelevant, it's cruel. That's the bottom line. It's cruel and not necessary.
Well, I've got a question for you, because you're absolutely right about that. Now, having been around you a while, and I noticed, as I said in the introduction, that your attitude is one, it's superior. How do you do that? How, knowing, I've got a little COPD, but it's not what you have. It's not the daily thing that you have to overcome, like what you have to do in terms of keeping the attitude positive, knowing that it's not the easiest thing in the world for you to do, to be mobile. How do you overcome it mentally?
I think, well, first of all, you really don't have any other choice. I mean, you just have to go about your business. So you might as well make the best of it. And I have wonderful friends and coworkers at the PETA Foundation who are just wonderful to deal with. They're so enthusiastic, and they never really look at me like lesser than, which is important. I mean, you want to be around people who don't act like you're helpless, or that you can't do the most basic thing. if you're able to do something, do it. You know, if you need help, then that's fine. But if you can do it, do it. Yeah.
You know what? What you just said is so true. So Jose and I are working in the house, and Heather comes in and she goes over to the sink, or uh, yeah, it's generally the sink or the refrigerator, near the refrigerator, and you've got a grab bar there, and you pull yourself up. And for the first couple of times I was there, Heather, can I help you? And you say no. She said, no, I'm all right. And that's exactly what you're talking about here, is that if you can do it, you're going to do it. Am I right?
Yeah, I just got used to it after a while. I mean, there's some things that may take me a few more tries than it would take you. And actually, especially in the kitchen, getting up on the counter is a little harder than, say, a place in my bedroom or wherever that you put all those grab bars, because in a kitchen, you know, at least not that I know of, there's no way to put a grab bar on a refrigerator or on a tiny little space, you know, between the cabinet and the countertop. You know,
Well, you
there's
haven't given me that challenge yet. I'm going to look at that next time I'm up at your house. Hey, I got to tell a quick. I got to tell a quick story. All right, so Heather pulls herself up out of her chair, okay, and then when she goes to sit back down, it's like an adventure. I said, it's like she's going on a carnival ride, because you plop down, and it scares me a little bit, but you've got it down to an absolute science, and it's like, boom, you're done. It cracks me up every time I see that.
Yeah, it actually is scary for me sometimes
I
too,
bet.
because I used to have a wheelchair that didn't have very good brakes,
Oh,
and
jeez.
it would move a little
Oh,
bit. And I
jeez.
think, oh my gosh, you know, am I
Oh,
going to
yeah.
fall right backwards?
Oh,
But the
man.
chair I have now, it's important to have good brakes, and it can hold me, being in cupcakes or not. You know, it holds me, it holds my weight, and I try usually to be a little, you know, less plopping, but sometimes I
Well, guess what I'm going to do? When next time I come there, they have what's called YouTube Shorts. This is going to be on YouTube, but a YouTube Short is less than a minute video, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get a cupcake. You're gonna pull yourself up and get a cupcake, okay? And then I'm gonna video you on your way down, and the world is gonna see just how Heather Moore does her thing. It's gonna be great.
well, that's fine with me, but probably the next time it's gonna be vegan fudge.
Oh, sweet.
Uh,
All right, talk to me about. I don't know anything about ableism. Can you tell me something about that?
Well, you know, it's funny when you say that. I think of speciesism, which is something that PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, has encouraged people, whether it's, you know, um, whether it's racism, ageism, ableism, as you said, or anything. Sexism is another big one.
Okay.
Just basically remember that everyone has the same ability to feel pain and fear and, you know, sadness, happiness, and whether human or animal, you know, because animals have that ability to feel pain and other emotions just as much as humans do, but we try to be inclusive. You know, PETA, that's what we promote. Just be inclusive, whether the person has a disability or not. You know, don't look down at anyone just because they may not speak the same language or you, or have the same sexual orientation as you, or what have you. You know, you can go on and on with that. But I think of ableism the same way. It's you know, that doesn't make an able person, they may have some things a whole lot easier than I do, but they're not necessarily superior than other people with disabilities or mobility challenges or what have you.
I get it. I think that's a wonderful analogy, and you know, everybody's got their own abilities, ableism, racism, et cetera, right on down the road. That whole concept of being skilled at what you're skilled at. You have a certain ability. Am I kind of leading in the right direction there?
Yes, yes. I mean, just because you know, whether you're abled or disabled, you are likely skilled at one thing. You know, for you, you can do construction, building things that when you tell me, I say, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Well, no,
Sure.
no, you nod your head like you understand.
Right. Exactly. And, you know, for me, what I do for a living is, of course, write for PETA. And I tend to think that, you know, it's not like this big skill that everyone can write. But it's not necessarily true. A lot of people, not only do they have to become familiar with the topic, they just aren't maybe as gifted a writer. So, you know, whatever it is, whether you're able or disabled or, you know, black, white, what have you, we're all the same. You know, we're all
Yeah.
animals. We all, you know, feel pain. We all have the same capacity for emotions and that sort of thing. So yeah, that was basically the point I was trying to make.
Well, you know, I grew up, I'm a very fortunate individual, and sounds like you are too. I know you are based on what you're saying, that everybody is exactly the same in so many ways. And the discrimination that occurs, whether it's to the disabled, to animals, to other races, it's just beyond belief. But I'm really, really glad that you are like you are, because it means the world to me to know that there's people like you out there. And you know what's really spectacular is when I go into these homes, and homes like that have various disabled scenarios, whether it's a son and daughter or a mom and dad or whatever it is, and the caregivers that are associated with it. What I'm seeing is in general, and I can't say that about everybody, but in general, people that have the struggle, that things like what you're going through, they have in general a better attitude, and they're more able in certain ways to be a better person. It's really spectacular to see, and I want to thank you for all that you've done for me mentally, because you've inspired me in many ways, Heather. I'm going to tell you that.
Good, good. I'm glad. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely. Well, you know, you've done a lot for me. You've done a lot for Jose, and you certainly have done a lot for the people that are listening
Okay.
tonight. And so we thank you for that. And I want all of you who thought this was of great value to you to please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to receive our new videos as they get posted. So Heather, one last time tonight, we'll say thank you very much for all you've done, and we're going to see you on the other side. Okay.
Sounds good.